Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah.
She is, how would I describe her?
Daddy's girl.
Yeah, she
Big
was.
daddy's girl.
Especially when she was really young.
she'd
Probably
always
even-
she'd always want something. I'd say, "Go ask Dad,"
Yes.
and go.
Yeah, always give me the blinks. Dad could never say no for that.
No, no, she was definitely Daddy's girl.
She's very passionate. She has a lot of love for her family, her grandparents especially. She's very goal-oriented.
Something about her, she has a great personality, very warm-hearted, easy to talk to. She just has a great personality.
And she's never been any problems to us, too. She's always been very good. Never in issues. Very sensitive. And
Reliable, responsible.
Right.
And loving.
Right. For sure.
I would say that she's sweet,
Cheerful, always laughing, lights up a room.
pretty.
Confident, because when she's meeting our family for the first time, it wasn't like she was like, "Hi, I'm Hannah," and that's it, hide in the corner. I mean, she was very outgoing, so she's
Yeah.
like Tyler, very good with, like, the two of them can go to a crowd and just
Have a
Yeah.
conversation.
100 strangers and they would fit just fine.
Yeah.
She's carefree, has great style, very loving, always happy. Just like Ty. Good fit.
Mermaid.
Yes.
She's a mermaid.
Glitter.
Likes to shop.
Very nice. She's fun. She's outgoing.
Loving. Caring. Very sociable as well. I mean, that's why they're a great fit.
I would say Hannah is spectacular for what I ever wanted her to grow up to be. Jeff and I are, like I said, this is out of our box. And I always worried that Hannah would be the same as Jeff and I, but she just blossomed. That was really important.
And so Tyler's the only boy, and he's always been very protective of all the girls and very protective of our neighbors that had special needs in both neighborhoods. And
He loved tractors. He was a tractor kid.
Yep.
He loved watching bulldozers. We'd have to go to the tractor store in Eden Prairie. Every now and then we'd drive by the tractor store. We'd have to stop there and go look at the tractors and usually come home with a little toy tractor.
when they're landscaping our backyard, the guy brought him up on took Tyler up on his lap, and Tyler was going back and forth with the guy landscaping our backyard.
We've always joked about for years how Tyler just loves to talk. And we've taken Tyler when he was little, and we just couldn't get the kid to stop talking.
But I remember my mom and dad telling me that when I was little, Dad changed my diaper and Ty walked by and he looked and he threw up because of the look and the smell. So I just think that's really funny. So you'll be a good dad someday, I think.
What else? We're missing. There's a lot we're missing. Loves life.
A lumberjack, basically, with a big beard and all. Sweet, funny, loves to dance.
Funny, caring.
Outgoing. Sociable.
He's all of the above.
Right.
Always happy, never mad, can always make everyone laugh, his stupid jokes, just very goofy, never takes life too seriously, which I like. He's always been there for me as a big brother and the middle child, which could be tough.
First chance I met him, I was impressed with how responsible and honest and caring he was. And he's grown, and especially with school and getting that done, he's just
Well, she always
Really?
wanted Tyler to come over.
Yeah.
That's what when's Tyler coming over? When's Tyler coming over? Yeah, I mean, he always likes sports. He likes to drink beer. He's got a beard. How
Yeah,
can
he's
you
got a
not like
beard.
him, Ralph?
That
You
that
not
got
like-
him right into
Yeah,
the picture with Hannah. the
for
beard.
sure.
I guess my wishes were always just that the kids would be happy and have a good job that they could support themselves, but the main thing was be happy and didn't have to be have a job that you made $1 million a year. Just find something that you like and be happy and move out of our basement.
Hannah just seemed like a really sweet person that deserved somebody special. And it just, the first person that just came to mind was, of course, Tyler, because she always talked about just the type of guy she likes is like a big teddy bear type of guy, warm-hearted. And I just immediately thought of Tyler. He loves to talk. And Hannah, they just seemed like they would be the perfect fit. I had tried had to been over a year or so to get Hannah to reply to a text, which is sometimes difficult with Hannah, to just take a chance and meet my nephew, Tyler. And she finally responded to a text. I said, my daughter Allie had a softball game. It was like a weekend tournament, which was in Eden Prairie, obviously Tyler's hometown. I thought, well, that would be convenient. So I sent her a text and she finally replied. Again, that probably took a year. She finally replied and said she'd show up, which I was completely shocked. And I told Tyler, I think I texted him too, and told him, this girl is coming, you need to be at Allie's game. And I knew Wendy and Charles wanted to go to the game, so the three of them met there, and that was kind of their first meeting.
I can remember her coming home and saying that some client of hers was after her to meet her nephew. And I said, well, why don't you do that? And she goes, oh, I don't know. So I can remember one day she said, yeah, I'm going to meet at the softball game and just meet Tyler, And I said, well, give him a chance, Hannah. And it blossomed.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was going to be a softball game. I think she talked to you more about it the first time they met, or first time they got together. But
it's a good job, Robin.
yeah, really.
So the first time I met her, my aunt Robin had been trying to hook us up for like 3 months, and we just both were out of like long distance relationships, weren't interested at the time, and then my aunt invited me, and then she invited Hannah to my cousin Allie's softball game at Miller Park by my parents' house, and
Tyler was kind of like scared to talk to her, I could tell. And
the first time I met Tyler, he was sitting in the audience of Allie's softball game. Wouldn't look at me, wouldn't talk to me. I sat next to Wendy and Robin, and Wendy introduced herself but never told me that she was Tyler's mom. And then I found out that that was Tyler's mom, and I freaked out a little bit because I'd been talking too much. Probably should have said some things that I didn't, but I did anyways. And the next thing you know, Tyler introduced himself, and I figured out who he was, and that was the moment that I knew that he was the one.
That was the moment.
That was the moment. Beard, facial hair, lumberjack, and all. Exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I asked Robin for, and Robin told me exactly who he was.
My sister Robin told Tyler that they needed a house sitter. That's how that all started. So Tyler obliged to house sit, and then we found out that he contacted Hannah and told Hannah that she should come over. He was at Robin and Troy's, and so she did. And I guess they just talked, and then the neighbor called Robin and said, there's a white car in your driveway, and I don't know who that is, and we discovered it was Hannah over visiting Tyler. So,
Being
I
that
don't
they're
know.
only a couple miles, I mean, there they lived like
So
a
I
mile
think
away.
Robin knew that this was a good way to get the two together. Just saying.
And I thought, oh, Tyler, wonder if he needed to get out of the house. So he needed probably a good place to get away, have his own time. Probably a good deal for him to watch our house, keep an eye on things. And lo and behold, I have a good close neighbor that when she's out of town, I watch her house. When I'm out of town, she watches my house. And she sent me a text that there was a strange car at our house, and it was a white car. And I figured, that's Hannah's car. What? I had no idea that they even talked to each other at this softball tournament. I think it was the weekend before, because it would have been like that following Wednesday, Thursday, that he was going to start watching the house. So that was the first indication that some connection happened.
And we're still missing a lot of details from that first night. It's rather interesting.
I heard they watched 4 movies.
Yeah. But
'Cause Tyler had wanted to snuggle.
Yeah, but we did try asking them about the movies that they watched, and we weren't able to get any information pertaining to any of the movies that they watched. So we're not sure if they actually watched the movies.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a perfect fit. They just seem to get along so well. Their interests are in the same, love to socialize, hang out with friends. I don't know, their connection just seems to be really strong.
She spoils him, and I think they both spoil each other, and
She spoils him rotten.
Right, yeah.
She still does. She still does. Tyler's a lucky guy that way.
I feel so blessed that I made this connection. I don't ever claim to be a Cupid, but I feel pretty darn lucky to be the one that matched the two of them together, and it actually came to this.
I wish you guys everlasting love and peace and happiness and understanding of one another when you have your ups and downs. Well, grandchildren would be nice someday. But you don't have to right away. I think you should hold off, though, on the thoughts of a second dog. Because Thumper's going to be taking a back seat already when children come into your lives.
And enjoy
Make
every
lots
moment.
of babies.
Enjoy every moment when making babies too.
Please have children. Get beyond the dog, but
Long, happy, loving marriage with kids. I hope you guys are starting to have babies soon.
Kids in the future, and
Yeah, she wants the grandkids soon too. Yeah.
Go on dates and don't just assume one's gonna do the role of everything. Make sure it's equal.
I don't think it's equal.
And help each other, it's a 50-50. It's not, I know women have shorter feet that helps them do dishes better than men, but Tyler, you need to step up with the bigger feet and get to the sink and also help with dishes, so there.
I'm so thrilled she's going into a family. She'll have sisters. I mean, being the only child, this is really wonderful to see, because I know she just loves them dearly.
Love you both, and hoping
Yeah,
for
love
a
you
great
guys.
day.
We can't
and,
wait. It's going to be a beautiful day. You two are special.
And don't stress over it. It's your day, so enjoy, and don't worry about the little things.
Yep. Love you guys.
I just wish for you to be happy, and we love you dearly, and we can't be more thrilled for you two together.
Many, many happy years together.
My dreams for our future is to have a couple more animals, preferably dogs, no cats. A couple of kids mixed in there. That I'm excited to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm excited for what the future has in store for us.
I can't wait for a life full of happiness, love, adventure. I hope you get on a plane and get over your fears of flying. But I can't wait to see what the future holds for us, and I'm really excited to see what begins.